YouTube, I'm thirsty, so I'm taking a drink. So one of the things I do is art, and I have a drawing tablet in there. It's a YIYNOVA, but this is supposed to be the Lamborghini of drawing tablets. So I got it for Christmas. Somebody wonderful bought me this awesome item for Christmas, so we're going to unbox it. And yay! Boop, 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 boop. Ah! Okay, so this is the drawing tablet that I currently have. This is a YIYNOVA, and I really love this tablet. I've had no issues with it whatsoever. And if you want to look at my review of this tablet, it is on my YouTube channel, so take a look at it, the YIYNOVA. So anyway, I've had this for about 5 years, I believe. And like I said, I love it, it's wonderful, but I do believe it's starting to break down. And what I mean by breakdown is this. It may be hard to see, but what I can see right here around the edges is it's starting to lighten right through here on the edges. So hopefully you can see it. More than likely you can't, but I am starting to see this lighten up. So that's just kind of an indicator of what's going on with the YIYNOVA. Aside from that, it's pretty great. Another thing that's happening, let's see here. So when I bring over a window, now something also that's happened is obviously I have 3 windows. Sometimes I'll use all 3 of them, and in this case I've brought this window over. Maybe I'm letting it sit here for 5 minutes, right? Well, I've literally done this. I've let a window sit on this YIYNOVA for about 5 minutes, and then I'll move it over, and for some reason I'll have the ghost of that window very lightly, not anything horrible bothering me if I do art or if I'm trying to make thumbnails for my YouTube channel. Nothing like that, nothing that would really bother me, but I am seeing like some ghosting. So like in this little gray area here, if I have a window, let's say is provided by YouTube, blah, 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 and I move it, I might see a slight ghosting right through this area. So that's telling me that it's kind of breaking down a little bit. I'm not liking that, but I would still absolutely use this tablet. I have no problem using this tablet, even with that issue. However, somebody bought me a Christmas present. Now am I going to turn down a Cintiq? So that is really how this whole thing came about. Is somebody gave me a present, I got a Cintiq, and so, well, you know what? It is an upgrade. It is the Lamborghini, the Cadillac, or whatever you want to call it, as far as drawing tablets go. So that's what I'm going to give a try for, is see the difference. And I know the immediate difference is this YIYNOVA is completely glass, and one of the things that I was going to do is try to get a covering, which I got little samples right here. 3 different samples of a covering that you can get for a YIYNOVA. So if you get a YIYNOVA, trust me on this one, I really like the YIYNOVA. I've had no problems with it, so don't get me wrong with that. But here's one of the differences, the immediate differences on a YIYNOVA versus a Cintiq. If you can listen for a second. So get in close here. This is a smooth glass, but they do have these different coverings that you can purchase. So here's one. So versus the glass. Second one. Third. Okay, so what is this? What is this sample, right? It's a Photodon film sample. So this one, the first one is an MXH, second is an MXG, and the third is an MX2, which I've never gotten because I really didn't feel like I needed it or anything like that. But the Cintiq actually has kind of a covering that is not a smooth glass. It's more like this type of feel, and it's supposed to simulate paper, more of a natural feel for paper. But as I've done a YIYNOVA, I've never had that issue, and I've never felt like I really needed it to make my art better. But that's one of the things that is an immediate feel as far as the YIYNOVA versus the Cintiq. So, but we will see. I will put this together and we'll see what it looks like. It's supposed to have better colors. It's supposed to feel better, and I will say the immediate is the feel of the YIYNOVA versus the Cintiq that I just opened up. The Cintiq is heavier, and it does feel more, just more solid versus this. And I'm not trying to put the YIYNOVA down because goodness knows, I made a book with this thing, and I've been extremely happy, and I'd buy another one. But I got a present, and yay! So the next thing we will see is how this sets up and how it plays out. And that book is Dragons by Satoshi. It's totally available on Amazon.com. So purchase. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, so before I hook up my Wacom totally, what I want to do first is uninstall the driver for my YIYNOVA. And the reason why I say this is because I originally had a bamboo tablet, which is a Wacom product, and I got my YIYNOVA tablet. I installed my YIYNOVA tablet, and I started having an issue with it where the cursor would actually jiggle, like quite bad, so much so that I couldn't use the YIYNOVA at all. So what I ended up having to do was uninstall my Wacom product, reinstall my YIYNOVA product, and then everything went smoothly. So before I even start with this, what I'm going to do is uninstall my YIYNOVA, and then I'm going to install the Wacom driver, and then I'll hook everything up and kind of go from there. We're getting ready to hook up the monitor, and I just want to show you real quick that you're given cords that you're not going to be using in this. So for instance, this is a type G cord, and it's used in Ireland and parts of Asia. Don't need this. Here we have a type F, which is for Europe and Russia. Not going to be using this. And here's what we're kind of left with. So here's the adapter I had to get. It's a mini display port to HDMI adapter, which goes right over here, plugs into the computer. So I've already got my plugins into the Cintiq. There's a little door right here. All you have to do is push up towards me, and this falls down, and that gives you a lot better access to these plugs, as you can see right here. Then we can put it back up. See, it's kind of up, and then you're going to push down, and that locks into place. All right. So there we are, there's the unboxing. That's all I'm going to show in this video, but in the next video, the little follow-up to this, I'm going to take it through its paces. I'm going to paint a picture and let you guys know how it works, what I think of it, especially in comparison to the YIYNOVA, which I've been using for like 4 years now. Other than that, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.